Welcome to Editing and Proofreading. In this session we'll look at the final tasks you need to complete before submitting your assignment. The final stage of writing your assignment should be a process of reviewing and editing your final draft. This is where you check that you have answered the assignment question as well as you possibly can. You should be considering how you have structured your answer, the language you've used, and have you made full use of any feedback that you may have received. The first stage is to go back to your assignment briefing document and make sure you have clearly understood the question. If you don't understand the question, it's very difficult to answer it well. To check that you have answered the question, you should think about the following issues. Do you have a clear argument in response to the question? Have you used evidence and examples to build a case to support your argument? Are you happy that any evidence you have used is relevant and of a high academic standard? Have you clearly explained your ideas and opinions? When reviewing your assignment, think about your introduction. Does it set the scene and tell the reader what you're going to write about? Does the main body of your assignment do what the introduction promised? If your introduction and main body don't match, you need to consider rewriting either the introduction or the main body of the assignment, or perhaps making changes to both to ensure that your introduction accurately introduces your assignment. Similarly, check that your conclusion is an accurate summary of your assignment. Also think about how your paragraphs are structured and do they follow each other in a logical manner. Have you thought about the kind of language you've used? Is it clear, formal and straightforward? Make sure that it's not too chatty. Are you rambling? Could you say the same thing more succinctly? Be objective and impersonal. For example, instead of "I think," you could say "it is shown that." Check that you are using subject-specific words and terms appropriately. Is it absolutely clear to the reader which ideas and words are yours and which have come from the books and articles that you have read? Have you referenced accurately and correctly so that the reader can see where the ideas that you have used have come from? Make sure that everything in your reference list does actually appear in your text and that all information used in your assignment is referred to in your reference list. Finally, use any feedback you might have been given in relation to this assignment. Don't forget to revisit feedback you might have received for previous assignments. Also at this point, double check that you've complied with the word count and any other specific requirements such as font, font size, line spacing, etc. Proofreading is the very last task before submitting an assignment. Try to allow enough time to have a gap between reviewing your final draft and proofreading. This should allow you to see your work with fresh eyes, otherwise the danger is that you will see what you meant to type rather than what you typed. Printing your assignment out also helps you see it with fresh eyes as it alters the appearance and it will look different to the on-screen version. Another approach is to find a quiet space where you can read your assignment out loud. Reading aloud forces you to read your work carefully, again helping you to ensure that you've written what you intended to write. Please return to the Canvas topic for more information about academic writing.